been 1 week now that I've been back in New Zealand.
It's raining, but we're going on a walk. We're going on a little rainy walk. I walked outside and I almost walked right back inside because it's raining, but we don't let that stop us.
Rainy days are so nice because they like remind you that it's okay to take a breath and relax. Because whenever there's sun out, like I'm like, I have to be in the sun. I have to be productive. Like if I wake up and it's sunny out, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm wasting daylight. I have to get outside. I've gotten to do a lot of relaxing since being here. I go to the library quite often. I spend time in parks. And I also got to see my old coworkers the other day. It was really lovely to catch up with them. I'm currently staying with my partner like right by K Road, so it's really nice to spend time on K Road. I would say probably the best thrift shopping in Auckland is on K Road, but it's also like the most expensive thrift stores ever. Like it's not even thrifting at that point. And honestly, I don't need to do any shopping right now because fitting all my shit into these bags, like I have the smallest backpack ever. My first initial thought when buying my backpack, which I bought it like when I was 19, and it has gotten good use out of it, but I was like, oh, if I get a small backpack, like a smaller backpack, then I won't like need as many things. Like I'll like be like more of a minimalist. Look at this, okay? I know you may be thinking, Madilyn, this is a lot. This is massive. Look at this. All of my friends at the hostel were like, I could fit one outfit in that. Like one of my outfits. I just burped. I'm telling you right now, always pack less than what you think. If you think you need 3 hats, 6 pairs of shoes, no, babe. Go down to 1 hat. I'm not even a hat girly right now. I'm fooling you right now. I feel like a fraud. I don't usually wear hats. But for some reason while I was packing, I was like, yeah, I need multiple colored hats. Maybe now that I'm thinking about it, the backpack's not my issue. I think it's maybe also the fact that I can't get rid of anything, but we don't need to talk about that. Also, I've had people be like, why don't you send things home? Do you know how expensive that is? And then what if I need it? What if I need that thing in like 2 months? Then I'd be like, why'd I send it home? You know? Also very exciting, yesterday was my 1-year vegan anniversary, so I've been vegan for a year now. I kind of want to talk about why I went vegan because I don't talk about it ever, and it is like such a big part of like who I am and like what I stand for. So when I was in like 7th grade, I think it was like 7th or 8th grade, we watched a documentary called Food Incorporated in health class. The documentary was like mainly on health, but there was a section on like meat production. Because I was so young, I never made like the connection that like, oh shit, this is actually like an animal, which I know sounds silly, but like we have literally different names for like what we eat to try to like desensitize ourselves. Like it's bacon. Yeah, that like really hit home for me, like watching that video, and like I forced myself to watch it after we watched that video, and everybody was like, oh my god, I can't look. We go to lunch like right after, and that day it was my favorite lunch in the whole world. I used to love spicy chicken sandwiches. They were my favorite lunch at school. Like I got in line and I was like, I cannot eat this. Like even though it was my favorite lunch, like to me it made no sense that we're gonna sit there and like cover our eyes and act like it's not happening, but then yet you're gonna go to lunch and eat it and support it even though you know it's wrong. So you're paying someone to do it for you. You're paying like a hitman in a way. That day I went home and I told my mom that I was going vegetarian and that I wasn't eating meat anymore. They said it would last a week, and it lasted 12 years. And now I'm on year 13 of not eating meat, and I am now vegan. I actually may get emotional because like it means a lot to me, and I know some people say it's like the circle of life and like some dumb shit like that. I've heard it all. It's been 13 years. My whole family eats meat. I'm going on a tangent, but there were multiple times in that period that I was vegan. So like there were 6 months in high school that I went vegan. Fish are friends, not food. A lot of options here for vegan. Look, I found a vegan tofu spread. But I always got lazy with it, and I was always making excuses. And then finally, funnily enough, when I moved to New Zealand, I kind of took a look at like my entire life, because obviously when you move abroad, like you kind of want to reassess what you're doing and what your lifestyle is. So I kind of wanted to cut the bullshit, and I was like, I've always wanted to be vegan. To me it makes the most sense, like, and that's where my ethics lie. So like I need to be in line with what I like hold true. Guys, keep in mind I do not do this for health reasons. So I am probably like the most unhealthy vegan or vegetarian that you have ever met. Since cutting out dairy, I have noticed that my acne has gotten so much better. I used to have a huge issue with acne. Like, I was like 21, 22, and I had the worst acne ever, like even compared to like when I was in high school. And I was like, I thought I got rid of this acne in high school. I have like a little bit still, like my skin's not 100% perfect, but I am so much happier now with how like my skin is looking than this. Like, this ruined me. I'm mainly a travel channel, but if you guys want to hear a little bit more about my acne journey, I would love to make a video on it. Thank you for catching up. I'll see you next time.